This is Krossfire with Sean and Johnson.
In Malaysia, I mean, because we have so many different cultures and all the food that we are cooking based on the own culture itself, and I believe that some of the dishes is like you said, the nasi lemak, there's different type, the Chinese style, they have the Malay style. I think even some of the Indian restaurants, they also serve nasi lemak. But the funny thing is, I actually came across this article. Popiah, Indonesia is claiming that it came from them.
I thought it's from Vietnam.
Not making the point you think you are.
They actually did a protest in front of the Malaysian embassy. I think it was sometime last year. They said that popiah is an Indonesian creation. Malaysians are claiming it that is their national dish. I was like, national dish?
Since when?
But popiah was brought by Vietnam, from
I
China.
think they should be protesting at the Vietnam embassy, not...
So
should have used Waze or something.
our tourism minister, Muhammad Nazri Abdul Aziz, he said that this is what you call. He actually defended. He said that they start claiming everything, which doesn't make sense. So for me, I was also thinking, when will Singapore start claiming Penang Asam Laksa as theirs?
Never.
Penang Asam Laksa as theirs.
No, because the thing is, the cultures are all intertwined with each other.
Yes.
They are like Indonesians that came to Malaysia a long time ago, and they brought their recipe along.
Yes.
So I don't think there is any sense of belonging to anyone.
Yeah.
You say popiah.
It's a fusion.
The one in Indonesia is called lumpia, which is very similar, but I think it's like the fried spring rolls. But our one is that the one we have different style. Popiah itself, they have the fried one, they have the one the roll up one,
rolled up
the
one.
dry one, and the
dry
wet one. Now they have
Even now
the
the
sushi
seaweed one.
popiah.
Yeah, it's quite good. Seaweed.
So
Wasabi
I-
popiah as well.
Yeah, and I don't understand why all this whole fuss about claiming
Origins.
food. Yeah, the origin. Like now Singapore just claimed the chicken rice, which is from Hainan.
I try to claim Hainan chicken rice.
And they call it Hainanese chicken rice.
Yes.
Right?
So I
The
don't know.
name's kind of a giveaway.
Yeah, it's like Malaysian trying to claim Singapore fried bihun, which Singapore doesn't sell Singapore fried bihun.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like for us trying to claim nasi goreng or nasi goreng Pattaya. Which
You
when
go to Pattaya, there's no
Pattaya.
I can have a Pattaya fried rice. I give it a normal fried rice.
But but that's because it's from there.
So if you go to Pattaya and
You order
can
Pattaya
you
fried rice.
order is there such a thing as Pattaya fried rice
No.
in Pattaya? No.
No.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's just fried rice.
Try going to USA and find nasi goreng
Oh
USA.
no, yeah.
That is good.
Trust me, that is no. I'm pretty sure they took some creative license with the name, lah.
So that's why I don't understand what's the fuss about people claiming about the food. You know, like when it comes to like certain like the Malaccan Portuguese food, it's like, how are you going to claim that? Because it's a
there's-
mixture.
Because I think part of the culture was also there was Portuguese people,
Yeah.
and then there was the Chinese who intertwined with local.
Ma-
Then you had the
Malay,
Nyonya.
Nyonya.
So Peranakan exists in Penang,
Mhm.
Malacca, Singapore.
Mhm.
So Singapore Peranakan also like, so what is Peranakan? That's a whole different debate altogether.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the food is like, I think it's very much intertwined with the local people. For example, Pong Teh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they have, it's different in Penang a little bit, different in Malacca a little bit, different in Singapore a little bit. But essentially it's like a nice braised stew, a little bit like thick
Sauce with potato.
potato, and you have a choice of chicken or pork, but of course we all love our pork. Yeah, and it's all the small little things that make it like interesting.
Some they put the bunga cengkeh, the clover.
Clove, yes.
Clove,
yeah.
yes. And some doesn't.
Yes.
Some put cinnamon, some doesn't. So like I say again, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. It doesn't make any sense for people to start claiming that this is their national food.
I think the reason people are claiming it is so that they can advertise on their pamphlet and say that come and visit our country. We have the what you call original popiah or original laksa. I think that's the reason why they're doing it.
So it's a tourism
And-
board thing.
It's a tourism product.
Tourism
same
product.
thing like roti canai.
Mm.
I don't know how the history of the name
I'm,
came
I'm
about.
pretty sure it's not from Malaysia.
Yeah, because you see, in Singapore and every other part of the world, it's called roti prata.
Roti prata, yeah.
But why in Malaysia is the only country that we call roti canai? I don't know. It could be like maybe it's from Chennai, roti Chennai.
Hard to say. A lot of people postulate. Could be.
So it's only Malaysia we have roti canai.
Yeah.
But canai, the word doesn't exist.
No, if you go to India, it's
Canaikan
just
the roti.
no. If you go to India like Kerala, it's just called roti.
Yeah.
You'll just get, and it's actually similar but not the same. You can taste perceptible differences in the two, but it is similar. I guess maybe it's the flour they use or what. Maybe it's different in India. I don't know. Maybe. But whatever it is, it's the same concept, but there is differences to it, lah.
For you all, what do you think will be staple Malaysian food?
Staple Malaysian food or our staple?
I mean, like
Represents
the
the
one that
Malaysian.
can represent Malaysia the most, lah. I believe every time you read the list, it's always the standard cliche ones.
I
like
think you have
nasi lemak,
nasi
teh
lemak
tarik,
for breakfast, wanton mee for lunch, and
fried kway teow, actually.
But fried kway teow is claimed by Singapore already, so
We can
What
claim it back.
nonsense!
We can claim it back. Penang.
So, but I guess like nowadays, I mean, on top of all this great food that we have, we've also indoctrinated like healthy things like healthy eating and stuff. So like,
It doesn't really take off in Malaysia, this healthy eating thing.
but the thing is, we have
The
some of
salad is more expensive than the nasi lemak. I mean,
Yeah,
come
okay.
on.
But
The
we have
healthy
some
part
of
of a nasi lemak is the cucumbers.
Yeah, that's all it is. The egg lah.
They will say that, hey, not healthy. No, I eating cucumber now.
but we have some
Okay,
of the some interesting like healthiest dishes around. For example, there's jucha.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
Jucha is kind of like you eat it as a wrap. It's fried the sohun, the transparent mihun.
Right.
Sometimes they put the turnip, and then you put it in a vegetable like a lettuce something. Then you wrap it with it.
Oh,
and you eat
so
it.
it's a
Or
wrap.
like how the
It's a wrap.
Koreans eat their meat.
Right,
But
right,
the funny
right.
thing is I think it's a Peranakan dish. Jucha.
Okay.
And then we have this thing called. It was just in my head just now. Man, what is it? Jucha and Hakka Lecha.
Lecha, yes.
Yes, it's like this super green soup, and then you have rice, and it's vegetarian. It's rice.
You lost me
peanut,
already. It's vegetarian, you've lost me.
Kachama.
Hakka Lecha.
Lecha is okay. The if not mistaken, the gravy is actually just normal plain rice, but all the essence is actually in the gravy that they're going to pour into the rice.
Yeah.
The gravy they blend it with some vegetables, nuts.
And it's super green.
Yeah, it's green.
I think this is similar to Kachama in Sarawak. I think it's similar.
Yeah. So this kind of like healthy dishes actually we have, and it's not eaten enough because people think it tastes horrible.
I don't really like the taste, but I can accept it.
Yeah.
well, if there's no pork, there's no meat in it.
Yeah, the minute he said vegetarian, he lost me. lah. So, yeah, I can't.
No, but okay. For example, like vegetarian food, Indian vegetarian food like chaat masala. They have this palak paneer, and it's the spicy one. So like those kind of stuff is like, I don't know whether it's like really Malaysian, but we get it here, and it's like, if you can have it like all the time, maybe it's healthy for you. I don't know. Then we can eat more of other things.
I don't think that's how it works. But okay.
Well, Krish, you are the thinnest among all of us here. What's your recipe? What's your secret?
What's his secret?
My
baked in,
secret
though?
is I don't know. I think my mom and my mom is generally a thin person, so it's hyper-metabolism, nothing to do with food.
It's so unfair, you know. That is
Because
so unfair. Hyper-metabolism.
I do enjoy the nasi lemak. Oh, there's one more thing. I think this might make a difference. Because breakfast I have at home. Lunch, yes, at work, I go out with my colleagues. But generally, I always eat at home for dinner. So, in terms of the probably...
How does that help with the hyper-metabolic thing?
No. Actually,
MSG.
hyper-metabolism is actually dipping now as you grow in age.
Yeah, but if
So-
you start out like, okay, nobody can see this, but you start out here, like really high, unlike the rest of us to start here, you dip to become our level and we go all the way down. That's just not fair, man. That's just not fair.
Yeah, so the only difference probably is because I always eat home food, so there's not too much of
Fair
lemak,
fair enough.
too much
Yeah.
of
Can't
MSG
say I-
and stuff like that.
Can't say I follow that suit. Really.
So in that sense, I guess that's probably my secret.
That's good. All right, before we end the show, right? Okay, let's just share with everyone what's your top 3 food that you can't live without. Okay, let me start the ball rolling. Number 1 is banana leaf rice. Number 2 is asam laksa. Number 3 is actually a toss between yong tau fu and pasta.
Wow.
Again, pasta, not sure the local
three.
pasta
Very,
stuff,
very
but-
definitive. Very
Yeah,
definitive.
Okay.
Good choice.
Kevin?
Okay, I'll start off with fried chicken.
Of course.
Texas or
Texas
Belacan?
or banana
as long as
leaf
a
or
good fried chicken that's juicy and tender. Another my favorite dish is actually we call it the sweet and sour crab.
Oh,
Actually, it
we
comes with
didn't
the
reach the crab,
crab.
part.
Yeah, we didn't reach crab. We didn't reach seafood.
That's for another show.
Ikan
That's for
bakar.
another show.
Ikan bakar.
Part 2.
Yeah, and then for my third choice would be. It's hard to be a third choice. There's so many to try to make my list.
You can make 5 if you want. You can put 5.
I think I'll go with the dry bakute.
Wow.
Bakute.
Yeah, you were talking about it
Yeah.
just now. It can't be in the top 3.
Yeah, so that would be my top 3.
Kevin, to try?
Actually, it's like very close to him. I also like fried chicken, any fried chicken, bakute, and I guess like the last one.
Bakute is a soup one, right?
Yes, but the wet one, the soup one. And then the third one, I guess I cannot live without probably curry puffs lah. Actually,
Curry puffs are
I guess
nice.
there's something in the
Curry puffs are
name,
nice.
lah. Both the Kevins like the same thing.
Aaron?
Okay, so for me, I already said Madam Kwan's fried rice. Can't go wrong with that. At least for me. Number 2 would actually be chendol.
Yes, Malaysian
Hey, that's the
Chendol.
whole topic on itself.
Chendol, especially, I mean, of course, you got to go to good places where they really make it well, you know? I mean,
The green chendol must have that
it
special
must have,
coconut
and
taste.
no, as much as it's ice, which will then melt into water, they must use the proper milk to actually make sure that it still remains. It doesn't become too watery. You know,
The ratio.
the ratio is very important. Yeah, so not every place
Yeah,
gets
some
this.
chendol got that weird
Yeah,
taste,
it becomes because it becomes too watery, then it loses its flavor. Like some of the good places there used to be a guy a hawker type fella who in Tamantun used to have one good one, but he's no longer there. The other place is near Jalan University. You know the KFC along Jalan University, the 2 petrol stations. He's open there on weekends. This is not bad either. Okay, so that's number 2, chendol. Third one, not really local, but I do like my meat, so I'd have to say a steak. So yeah, I know it's not. Yeah, I know it's not really local.
The
for us.
plain steak or the sizzling steak?
Well, I mean, I'm not thinking of like just a good steak that is cooked well. Like marinated well. Like nowadays, the latest thing to come out is like your dry aged or your wet aged steak. So they age the steak, and then it's like full of flavor. It's really good stuff, as you can tell. I'm
swallowing his saliva.
So yeah, I've tried it. There's this place in Bangsa is really good that does dry and wet aged steaks. It's really good because the meat becomes so freaking flavorful. So when you actually cut it and then you put it in your mouth, like imagine a regular
comes out for the meat.
imagine a regular steak, right? You imagine a regular steak. And it's good. I mean, even a good regular steak, like a good cut, like a filet mignon or a T-bone or a ribeye and all, it's good meat. And you cut it, you have it with your sauce and all. It's good stuff. But this, as you said, elevates it, to a whole new level because what they've done is because they've aged it, right? So it's lost a lot of size. But that just makes the remaining meat so much more flavorful. So when they cook it, and they cook it right, when you cut it, it is like every single inch or morsel of that steak has flavor. It's not a combination thing. It's like, and it's full. It's really amazing. So yeah.
Krish?
Okay, very cliche answers. Nasi lemak, all the variants of it.
That's like 20.
Hypermetabolism talk speaking.
Then there's kway teow. I like kway teow a lot.
Fried kway teow.
Fried kway teow, char kway teow. And the third is it's banana leaf, but the way my family cooks it.
Hey, banana leaf. Guess where we're going for lunch?
Yeah, we don't have banana leaf, but what we do is we put it on a plate, rice, and our own vegetable mix. Yeah.
All right.
Onion
Yes.
Colombo. Yes.
Yeah,
it always
Actually,
goes
I
there.
actually wanted to add one more, but that will open a whole another one.
What is it?
hour
What is it?
of
What is it?
Food in Ipoh.
Oh man.
So
that'll be a
I will
lot,
not
yeah.
touch it. I will not touch it. That's the reason why I don't want to touch it because that
too
is a
many.
There's too
whole
many,
different
Dim
thing
sum to
altogether
the hor
again.
fans,
The siu paos.
to the beef noodle, to the Maggi goreng. I just so many things.
Jang, jang, jang.
Listen to Krossfire with Sean and Johnson every Friday at 6 p.m.